So, ho 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 and all that. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm jumping on the Christmas tree, bonsai tree channel video trend. This is my take on it. This is a tree that I spotted about 3 weeks ago at my local garden centre, and it has some great potential. It's something different from the videos you have been watching on Christmas tree bonsai. This is my take on it. This is how to do something a little different, something out of the ordinary, something other than an informal upright if you're looking at doing other styles of Christmas tree bonsai. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the tree, why I picked it, how much it costs, and what we're going to be doing to it today. So this is a ornamental type of dwarf picea. For the I thought this must have been a bargain price or something, or a half price, but it really wasn't. This is full price. This is £15 for all of this Christmas tree. Let's have a closer look at this thing. So if we kind of have a look underneath, you can see this gnarled up. It's a bit difficult to see at the minute on camera, but trust me, there's this gnarled up cool looking base here, and with it being a dwarf variety of picea, I thought it'd be really cool to work on. Some great potential in here and some lovely character and movement. I think I just wanted to bring you guys something a little bit different, end of the year, and for £15 I just couldn't resist this bad boy. So what work can we get away with? What are we going to be doing this time of year? So I'm not going to be doing a full repot. I am going to take it out of the pot, have a look at the roots, see what we're working with. And I may remove the top layer of soil here, but I'm not going to bare root it, and I'm not going to be doing a repotting today. If we've got any more nabari or lateral sort of base roots here, and then we'll get on to doing some styling. This may well be my last video before Christmas, so if I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas everybody. Thank you for all your support this year. Let's have this nice last video together before the new year. Let's just chat some bonsai and get to do some work, shall we? First thing I want to do is take it out of the pot. Oh. Look at all that mycelium. Look at that. It's all in the pot as well. That's crazy. This is really cool. This is a really interesting tree. You've got to come see what I'm seeing. So from down here you can see a bit more of this nice slanted base that I've been seeing. And you can tell where it was in a smaller pot, and then they've slip potted it to this a few years ago. Some weeds that need pulling out. So I'm just going to get on with that, see if I can find anything more interesting under here, and then we'll get on to some styling. Hello, Mr. Robin. How are you doing, bud? So I'm not seeing too much in the way of Fabari, but I have sort of cleaned out this a little bit, and I'm really not seeing much. So I think it's time to remove some of these lower dead branches and to see what else I can do. I'll be back with you in a minute. Hopefully now you can see a little bit more of what I was talking about. So with my pointer, I'll show you this sort of knuckle area has created a real nice clump style. It's really bulbous and crazy looking, and reminds me of something that you'd find in a mountain or a mountainous area. It's really cool. It could just be a really nasty graft, and down here there's nothing, but this time of year we just want to be doing structural work and maintenance. Root work is for the spring, so I'm going to leave that. If I take off more, I'm okay with taking off the top layer of soil, but we'll leave all of this and figure that out at the end. So next, what I want to do is I want to clean up and carry on cleaning up in here, finding the branches that I like, reducing 3s to 2s, all that normal stuff. And eventually I don't know whether I'm going to go for, we've got the thickest branches. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it because I haven't cleaned this area out yet. The thickest branch is here and is quite chunky, so I don't know whether we'll clear that out, but this is where the creative time comes in, and No offense, this is the part that I enjoy, so I'm gonna just take a minute, enjoy that, and I'll be right back. Probably the thing I get asked the most when working on nursery stock material is, where do you start? You know, that's the hardest bit for a lot of people. Sorry about that, guys. I was halfway through a really deep and meaningful conversation with you about how to start these projects, and my phone died. So I think that clip has been completely lost, but in essence what I was saying was a question that I get quite often about particularly nursery stock material and these like transformation-y type videos, is that people, the most common thing I'm asked is, how do you start? And I think what I was saying to you before my camera battery died was, it really helps if you have something in your mind. You have a design, you have a plan, you have something that you're going for, whether it's inspiration from nature, whether it's someone else's design that you're taking inspiration from. You have to have something in your mind to be able to give you direction. And once you've got that, the rest of it's pretty easy, and any artistic talent that you may or may not have will come out and will help you to see what you're going for. So for this particular tree, I'm just kind of feeling it. I'm seeing different things come out, characteristics, trunk lines, and loads of cool stuff. So I'm really enjoying this tree. It's taken me quite a while, longer than I thought, but I'm getting there now. You can see this is all cleaned up. So I'm going to work through the top now and sort of try and thin out some of this. I reckon at this angle it might be quite a cool time lapse. Let's try that out. So I've thinned out a lot more, not that you can really tell from the camera apparently, but I'm contemplating something, and this is where the design comes in. So every time I look at the tree, the front is in here because of all the different interesting features and the different branches, and that's what I saw. And I like to think that front of a tree is movable. You know, some people like to call it a viewing angle for that reason, because it's not just, this is the only way you can look at it. Do you know what I mean? But from this way, which is the main way that I like to see the tree, or in my head anyway, I'm thinking that maybe we need to get rid of this one. This main, it's quite an integral branch. It's going to be a big change, but it's going to really open up and draw your eye straight to the rest of the sort of clump feature that I originally really fell in love with. So I don't want to do it, but I think for the design of the tree we have to, and this is exactly the kind of things that are difficult, but look, it's going to allow us to be able to see into the tree so much better. So I'm not going to make a deadwood feature out of it either. I'm just going to get rid of it. It's a rough cut. Can you see big difference now? That went far. I can put some of my cut paste on that. The cut paste kind of helps it from being such an obvious wound. This is from our good buddy Dorian. Thank you very much, buddy. So there, now we've got a much cleaner, more obvious front. So another big cut to sort of help with that same problem there for that one. And you see now we're starting to get a bit more of a view of what I could see in the nursery when I first saw it. This one, it does cross the line, but it also goes with the flow of these branches. So I'm going to keep it for now. So I'm just going to carry on doing this sort of work, just cleaning up. cutting back and sort of working on this area to make an easier, more pleasing front. So a bit more work done, just more tidying and messing about really. I'm enjoying this line here coming up and the different craziness of nature, but I'm having a problem. I feel like this left from here is looking good now. I'm just struggling with what to do this side. We are running out of light a little bit. Oh yeah, the camera picks up. Look at the foliage this side is much more sparse, and then we have much more dense here. So I feel like one of those big branches has got to go. I'm not trying to create the perfect image right now. I'm just trying to show what you can do with different style, you know, evergreen Christmas tree type trees. So let's just see. If we take that one away, doesn't really solve this issue up here. So what we need to do is figure out which, if any of these, we can eliminate. I'm kind of thinking maybe this one. Yeah, look how much room there is there. So if we just go in, be brave, and take that one out. Oh, okay. Can you see, if I turn it, the front's a little bit more like that way, you can see how much light now is coming through this area. Let's do that one. Let's do this here. Let's do this one. Yeah, that was quite a lot. That one can come off back here. And that one to there. Yeah, I like that. That's a bit more like what I had in my head. Still is just this one. But we might bend this into the center. And do something like that with it. So just sort of bent this one back into the middle of the piece here. And this is kind of where we're at now. We are losing the light, but can you see what I'm trying to do? Can you see what I've got going on in my head? I hope so. I hope it's not just me. I can see where this tree's going in the future. It's kind of like a gnarled, almost like a fairy tale tree that you would find in the woods. And I'm really happy with it. I just wanted to show you different kinds of things you can do with your typical evergreen, fir, spruce, anything like that you can do for Christmas tree material. So there we are, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to see a sort of spring repotting. Maybe not next year, the year after. And other than that, wherever you are in the world, make sure you're taking care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. And Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.